So, Caligula episode 4 was very much based on Lord of the Rings, and it was quite surprising how they compared this episode of Caligula to Lord of the Rings in a way. Like how Gollum wanted Sam and Frodo's attention, and that's why he went to get the precious ring. So it was it was a way to compare the how Golem in this part, basically in this certain episode, how Komori, I think so, that's what his name is. Komori, this doll, was a loner like Golem and pretty much wanted attention. So that's the reason why he froze everybody, because he was a loner. He wanted attention, but he didn't have the guts to speak with other people. So he was most probably, I could say, a very shy personality or something in real world, I would say. So it was more based on this episode was more based on the topic of loneliness and uh, loneliness and attention, and also like how these people suffered through loneliness. Now we also get an information on the world that has been built by Mew, and it's called Mobius. So the world is called Mobius, and basically they are musicians here. So these musicians, they were born into this world because they had this feeling for music. They had, like, they felt good whenever they heard music. So whatever troubles they had, it used to, like, whenever you hear music and it soothes you, that's basically how they felt when they hear music, and that's basically how they reached into this world that Mew created. And this world was created by Mew and what's her name? I forgot what her name was. Uh, what was the name again? I remember when the little girl who pretty much uh the little girl and Mew who pretty much created this world so that they could spread happiness. That's basically what their whole goal was throughout this creation of the world. This creation of the world was needed to spread happiness, but the musicians gather, and because they don't want anybody else to find this world, because in this situation it'll be very much like a real world if they like have other people come in here. So basically, because they don't want others to find this world, they were basically make them into digiheads. And digiheads is a form basically which is like it just brainwashes you. It just like you are unconscious of this world. Consciously, you're in this world, but you're unconscious about what's happening in this world and stuff, and you turn into this digihead. So that's basically what was happening. These digiheads. This is how whenever you your music. This is how the digiheads are formed, basically, and just so these other people who came into this world, they don't know about what's going on. That's They don't know about what's going on around here and stuff, and so that for that reason, these people, these musicians, they basically, how do I put this? They basically just want to erase their memories and stuff and just turn them into digiheads too. That's basically how I would say. At least that's what I get from this episode's vibe. But this episode had a very good vibe in it too. Like, it was very calm, very soothing. Even though the fight, there was a fight in this episode, it was still very calm and soothing in a way of sense that it tried to compare a lot of stuff that people have to deal with loneliness, and that's basically what this role was played. Like, there were two people and they're dealing with loneliness. One is this chick who I forgot her name again. I'm sorry, but another one is Komori, this guy who's trying to deal with loneliness, and he can't like stand people in groups and stuff. He can't just like he can't interact with anybody because again, most probably he's the shy type. He isn't the type of person to interact with anybody. So most probably he can't interact in real world. Again, he can't interact with people, and that's why he hates when people move in groups because he personally cannot interact with people because of how his personality is and stuff. So he wants attention for himself, but he can't interact with people. That's basically how I can put Komori. And the ending also, it had a lot of the ending had a lot of music, a lot of generic music, except for that one part that the girl starts singing. Except for that one part, most of the stuff was very generic music happening in the background, and it's happening in pretty much every episode of Caligula. We are having this very generic music going on in the background, so that was a cool point. Now, also, everybody has joined this group. Everybody has gathered in a group now. Everybody has made their way towards this, uh, towards the group, and pretty much everybody is ready to break down the fights now. We also see that for the next episode, we kind of get a look on what's gonna happen in the next episode in the form of villainy. So basically, we are about to see somebody prideful come out can fight in the next episode. Most probably, Mew. I don't think it's Mew is that uh she is thinking that she is doing the right thing and she's spreading happiness while she's been used for the wrong thing by the musicians. They don't want others to come in here. That's the reason why musicians are controlling Mew in a way that, oh, these people, you can make them happy with your song, but instead they erase their memory so that they could become digihead. That, at least I think so, that's how it goes. Anyways, this is Caligula episode 4. We get a nice villain view at the end of the episode, like a new villain. And most probably, I could say that this person is very prideful. He or she is really prideful because we don't know in real world. Like in the last episode, these this lolly was a fat man who used to eat ramen. So we can't say who they are in real world. Is it a he? Is it a she? We can't say that. But in this world, they can be whatever they want. They can do whatever they want. They can create whatever they want. So basically, that's how it goes in this world. So we can't say whether that prideful person was a male or a female. So for the time being, we'll stick with a female because obviously it's a female. But right now, she's pretty noble. She's very prideful, like every other wealthy person. I most probably think it's a very rich person with all those pride and stuff. But in real world, it's gonna be a different. It's gonna be a different, completely different topic on that. But anyways, Caligula so far for me up to episode 4, this seems to deal with a lot of issues that happen in real world in a way, because in a sense you want to live in a world where you can't deal with these issues, and that's what Caligula is. Basically, you're living in a world where you can't deal these issues, while people are conscious in that world but unconscious at the same time. I mean, they're conscious in the real world, but they are unconsciously walking in the world Mew created too. So yeah, let me know what you think about Caligula episode 4. Let me know what do you think about the topic loneliness that was in this episode. And let me know, do you like the like Lord of the Rings reference that are going on here? And I'll see you in the next video. As always, peace.